What is good, YouTube? What is going on? Currently in China right now, just outside the hotel lobby. It's pretty fucking crazy. It's like very nice, beautiful, um, very experienced. I just left Japan and I was in Thailand for 2 weeks, in Japan for 3 weeks. I've been traveling for 5 weeks now, just over a month of my little trip, my little journey. Um, and we're gonna be in China for the next. Gonna be in China for the next 4 weeks, I think. Going everywhere, going Shanghai, a lot of places anyway. We're in Shanghai right now, and I was just journaling, reflecting, kind of on the lessons from traveling, and I wanted to show you guys what I learned from traveling, because I think traveling is one of the best teachers you can have, for a lot of things, because experience, it's just, you're basically speed running your experience in life, right? If you just stay in your own little hometown, your own little bubble, your own country, and you're only limited to those experiences, versus if you go and travel the world, from week to week, you're just learning so much about yourself, what you like, what you don't like, what you want to focus on. Like, you really figure out, okay, I don't actually like this that much. I kind of like this better. Just like what your soul and your intuition kind of like just enjoys in a way. But anyway, that's the first lesson, is trust your intuition. There'll be lots of distractions when you travel. There are lots of things to do. Everything will be a lesson. Like, even if you do something bad, I don't know, somewhat bad, when you're traveling, that wouldn't align with you, it's still not bad in a sense, because you learn from it and you evolve. So that's important. But trust your intuition. You want to always take a moment before you do something and just be like, okay, it's actually aligned with who I want to be, because you can get distracted very easily while traveling. There's so many things to do, so many places to do. You can get off track, but you got to remember, if you are traveling for a long time, that it's a lifestyle. It's not a holiday. It's not, okay, let's just just go on a 3-week bender and just fuck hookers and party. You gotta have your got structure to your day. Obviously, it won't be the same. That's another point, is that keep your structure to your day. Like, I like to think of it as new place, same routine. And by same routine, I just mean like your non-negotiables, right? For me, it's gym, exercise, almost every day. I think I have one rest day a week. So I train in the gym 4 days a week, and I run 2 days a week. And that is so important, because it grounds me. And after exercise, it always builds momentum. Exercise is just a whole nother topic. I can talk about that for hours. I don't know how good that is for your mental benefits. But I keep my routine the same. Get up, do your work, explore on the day, go do experiences, your travel experiences, but don't forget your work. It's like a quote from this book I'm reading at the moment, The Alchemist, right? There's a shepherd, and he's gone into the desert. A shepherd's a guy who has, like, handles sheep, right? Anyway, he's gone into the desert to follow his destiny. And I can't remember the exact quote, but it's like he gets distracted, and then he meets this guy who gives him says to the storm. He says, it's the spoon story. Sorry, forget that. It's in the story. It's a story in the story. Basically, there's this king, and there's this boy who goes off to find this king in this palace. And he gets to the palace or whatever, and he meets the king, and then they talk or something, and then the king basically says, here's this spoon of, I'm going to put some oil on it. So he puts oil on the spoon, and he instructs the boy to walk around his palace and see all the beautiful things and everything in his palace, while not dropping a single droplet of oil from the spoon. So he does it, he walks around, but he's so focused on the oil on the spoon that he doesn't see anything in the palace. So he comes back, and the king asks him, "Did you see like my beautiful robes, my carpentry, or whatever, like all the stuff?" And the boy's like, "No, I didn't see anything, so I was too focused on the spoon and not dropping the oil." And he instructs the boy, "Go try again and focus on, and really try to see everything, right?" And then he does it again, and he sees everything. He sees all the beautiful things, right? And then he comes back to the king, but he's got no oil on his spoon. It's all fallen off because he wasn't focused on it. So the king says to him, "The key to happiness is to I think it's something like experience the joys of the world, the wonders of the world, but don't forget the oil on your spoon." And it's the idea of like explore and see things on your journey, live in the present and experience everything, but don't forget your purpose, your destiny, like your work, for example. Even though maybe not your work will be your purpose and your destiny, but don't forget your task, right? Don't forget the pillars. Don't get too lost in the source, as I like to say. Anyway, next point. So the first point was trust your intuition, and that was kind of built in there to like have your non-negotiable structure, your structure to your day, keep your structure, and don't forget the oil on your spoon. A shepherd may explore the world, but he cannot forget his sheep. Something like that. I also learned that I have a lot of time. I have so much time. Now, this may be a bit different for you guys, or someone's watching this and may not have much money. So I have enough money in my bank account where I can actually, even in general, you don't even need to actually have that much money. It's just that there's a difference between rushing and urgency, right? I was so at some points in my life I've been so focused on like the results and getting everything that I forget to actually enjoy life. And this is the balance. Kind of back to the last point. It's like don't rush the process. You know, you've genuinely got a lot of time, but that doesn't mean slack off. So have urgency when it comes to your work. When you set time for you to work, like I'll set time after this right now. I'm about to go work for like 4 hours or something, and that's gonna be urgent work. Like I'm gonna put some urgency towards it. I'm gonna pop us in, have a coffee, get that work done out the way. When you're working, you're working. Be fully present in your work. Don't do other things at the same time, right? Be present in your tasks, and that's make it like worthwhile, right? That's a separate point. But back to the point I was on. Is once don't be in a constant state of anxiety of like, oh, I gotta be working. When you're doing something, just do it, and then set your time to work. Once you complete your work, that's all you do for the day. Stop thinking about work. Go enjoy the day. Go enjoy your training. Go enjoy exploring the world or doing what you want to do. I think that's enough said for that point. That's basically kind of, yeah, just enjoy the process. You have a lot of time, but at the same time, don't let the foot off the gas. Still want that hunger, and don't forget that. Next point. This is important if you're traveling with friends. Take time to be by yourself and listen to your thoughts and what you really want. Because I'm traveling with 3 other guys right now, and before I was in Japan, it was 4 other guys. So it was 5 of us in one fucking apartment. And in Japan, the accommodation is terrible. So we're all in the same room, like 4 beds next to each other. Versus in China, we got our own rooms now. While still sharing it with one other person in 2 beds. It's a hotel. But when you are traveling with so many people, you can so easily just never be in your own thoughts and always have someone to talk to, chatting. Never had time to actually sit down like what I'm doing right now, take time to reflect. And now I've just took some time to journal, and I've come up with like, oh wow, I've actually learned a lot in the last couple of weeks while traveling. Right now, that's a lesson. It's like, take time to think about where you're heading. Think about the lessons you've learned. I mean, because if you're not present and you don't even realize the lessons you've learned, then there's no point, right? You gotta take time to actually think and have thoughts to yourself. And I think that's super important to actually have time to think, have time for your thoughts, gather your thoughts, figure out where you're heading, what you want to do, what you don't want to do, and that's that point. This next point might be different for other people, but for me, it's definitely what I've realized is that no more material things will make you happy. Will make me happy, at least. I mean, you might be different. You might want to want to have all the shit in the world, right? And you might have to experience that to then realize the lesson. But my whole drive for making money when I first started ecom and all this stuff, making money online, was to do what I'm doing now, travel the world with like-minded people. That's really what I wanted to do. It's just travel the world, like-minded people, and make money at the same time. And that's literally my dream, what I'm living right now. But that's also another point. I keep on getting points off points. I'll go back to that later if I remember. Is it your position that no more material things will make you happy, right? I'm already living the life that I basically want to live. Anything that is I have now will just be an enhanced experience of what I already have. So, and I understand that, and that's why your purpose for work becomes, you start to question it, and you have you got to have a new purpose for work, right? Some people don't realize this. Some people realize this too late, and some people realize very early, right? I've already got enough money to travel the world. I can't stay at like the Ritz-Carlton every night and spend like $3,000 a night on accommodation, but get like the craziest penthouse experiences. But it's like the only difference between me and the guy who's making like $1 million a month is that he can just afford to have a nicer accommodation, eat at maybe like the best restaurants every night. And yeah, I mean, what's the difference between someone who, like me, who travels to Shanghai versus someone else that doesn't travel to Shanghai? All I care about is training, my work, experiencing, learning, and yeah. So maybe actually look at the difference between someone who's like super rich who'd be traveling. They'd just be having a bit of an enhanced experience, right? And especially when you travel to these cheaper countries like Bali or something, you get to experience the taste of like what it's like to. I don't think I have an opinion on this if I hadn't experienced the really nice places. Like I've been to restaurants where it costs $1,000 for dinner. I've experienced like huge villas like in Bali, for example, where it's like you have a pool, you have a whole floor to yourself. It's like crazy. And then I've experienced places in Japan where I'm sharing a fucking bedroom with 4 people. And the difference, it may be cool for a second and while you're there, but it doesn't really matter. And that's what I come to realize. It's like I'm just working for an enhanced experience. I've already got a nice watch. I got a Cartier, right? It's like a $10,000 watch, USD. I now know the feeling of buying a nice watch, right? So now the next time, my next watch, when I buy like my Rolex, that'll be probably wouldn't even be as good as a feeling as that first one. It'll just be an enhanced feeling. So it's like, I already know what that feels like. So that's kind of like not working for a watch anymore. Fast car. I bought a BMW M240i. That's already a pretty fast car. And now I know what it's like to drive a fast car and have a nice car and own it and kind of have that whole feeling. Now the next car I buy, when I buy a McLaren or an M4, it's just going to be a bit of an enhanced version of what I already have. I don't think you can say this when it's like, you could argue you could say this with everything you got when you're even poor, but it's like, I wouldn't say having like a Toyota Corolla is comparable. Having like a Casio watch is comparable to like the Cartier, because it's the idea of it. It's like, it's a very drastic change from that to like medium to like super upper echelons. But yeah, also your things end up owning you. It's another thought. I actually do regret not bring my watch. I didn't bring my Cartier with me when I was traveling. I left it in New Zealand because I decided that I didn't actually want to have to be worrying about a fucking $10,000 watch when I go. Like, if I'm wearing it and I want to go swim the beach, where am I going to put my watch? Like, that's what the kind of idea I was kind of going at this point. Your things end up owning you. And I want to live a backpack lifestyle where I've millions of dollars in the bank account, but all my possessions can, if I wanted to take everything and go, it fucking fit in my backpack. And I could just go explore the world freely. Once you have all these material things, material beings, you can't take them with you when you die. I think it's great to experience it, and like at least one time in your life, and so you know what you're missing out on. You can't know you don't like it until you experience something. But yeah, the things that you are striving towards and the material objects will end up owning you. Like, you'll have, what are you gonna do when you have 10 watches when you're traveling and you're fucking constant anxiety of where did I put the watches, where did I do this, where did I do that? It's like, I don't want that. I want to just fucking go on the beach, not worry, not have a thing. Think of that person's more free than the multi-millionaire. At that moment, that person's more free in their mind. So I think you have got to have a balance of both. I'm not saying to not strive for those things, because they're pretty cool. Like, having a fast car, having a nice watch is cool, but I guess to a certain point, right? That's what I've realized. So that's what all the things I was striving towards when I first started this journey was all that stuff, all the material stuff. Now it's kind of shifted towards my internal state of I'm striving to just become the best version of who I can be, and then just striving for internal pride every day, proud of who I am. Yeah. And the last point I wrote down when I was journaling, I didn't even write, this is all off the cuff. I just was journaling and then I decided to go off these points. The best teacher is experience, the good and the bad. I think I said this at the start of the video, but everything is just the teacher, a lesson, right? If you do things good, the good things you do teaches you a lesson, the bad things you do, reframe it teaches you a lesson, right? When you're traveling, you probably do things that might not align with you. Just reframe it, see what you learn from it, actually learn from it, and evolve, right? Yeah, I think that's kind of it for this video. More videos in the future, but just want to make this little travel video. Anyway, I'll see you boys in the next one. Like and subscribe. Go traveling. It'll teach you so much about yourself. Very important. Amazing. See you boys in the next video.